to the loss of her best friend and her father, pretty much raised her, and the fundamental differences there. And one motivation is Tony starts, when he got older, his motivation for things were so noble. So he used this technology for arms dealers, and sold all those, sold his technology to people for profit. Whereas Riri is about protecting people, and it's about making a difference in the world. And eventually Tony Stark got to that point, but that's where Riri totally started from. That's
yeah, like that's such a good point, how trauma informed her kind of concept of being a superhero. She doesn't want anyone to go through what she experienced as a child. And I mean, you read in this comic, she kind of is getting burnt out though, because you can't save everyone. And she hasn't properly processed a lot that has happened to her.
Exactly.
Whereas Iron Man is just like, whatever, jets off to like Pluto or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's just like an incredible amount of privilege that Iron Man had that Riri doesn't have. And I think it's really well done in this comic. You get to see that play out. Everything from her like AI to like why she like is making like all of these inventions and everything too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
even just having to depend on the MIT and donors and having to kind of do whatever they want.
Right.
So that you can make this technology instead of Tony Stark, who's independently wealthy and can do whatever he wants.
I know. And like Tony Stark harassing Pepper, like yelling at Riri to make them things. And it's just like, she doesn't have anyone to like, she doesn't have an assistant or anything. So yeah, I'm getting really worked up.
But she has people demanding things from her,
Mm-hmm.
the person who's demanding things from others, so it's a role.
Yeah. Wow. Go Ironheart. All right. Well, thanks, Sean. Do we have any responses to our first question about?
Yeah, we have a great response from Ethan, who kind of is echoing exactly what we were talking about. And he said that he thinks that her past really impacted her because she lost so many people and has faced so much adversity, and she doesn't want anyone else to feel that same pain. And that's the basis of her superhero persona. That's such a great answer, and totally agree.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Ethan, right on the money. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about our favorite panels from this comic, because it is gorgeous. I think Ironheart's like costume outfit is in contention for being the raddest superhero outfit ever. It is functional, and the color scheme is incredible. Yeah, practical, it's great. And I mean, the rest of the art is just stunning. So there's so much to discuss. Sean, tell us about the panel that you picked and why.
My favorite panel was when she fought Clash for the first time, and he's going on his whole monologue, and she stops him. With a little bit of sass and smart mouth, and that's pretty much where I'm. It's close to my heart. Sassy. So that's my favorite panel. Loved it. Made me laugh out loud.
Yes, that is nice to have in a superhero comic. Sometimes you're just like, oh my God, this supervillain is being so dumb right now. Like they're just blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, yeah, you know what?
Stop. Don't care. Makes me laugh every time. That's me to a T.
Yes. The essence of Sean in one comic book panel.
It's like they've been watching me and writing about my life.
Oh my God, that's a great pick. Okay, Lindsay, what is your favorite panel and why?
Okay, so mine is after Riri is in a battle and she kind of gets shot down and her suits need some repairs. So she's got to get back to MIT, but so the other helmet off and she's on the subway sitting next to other people and she says, "This is not my day." And this is one where I love the artist's use of visual storytelling, because I feel like how everyone else is responding to her is as funny as how she is responding. Yeah. Marvel New York, because they're completely like not even looking at her, like not even of interest, except for this little tiny baby. Like a superhero that Nick still is like the only one who cares. Yeah. Oh, it cracked me up. I just love it.
I know, that is such a good point, that the comic book artist and Eve Ewin, they like work together to like deliver this really great punchline without any words. It's so well done. Like that is a good beat of a comic book. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Okay, well, mine is also a little funny and humorous. I think it's cool that we all picked kind of like the little funny bursts of comedy pop up in this. Mine is when, the day has been saved, spoiler, and, all the kids are getting back home and Xavier shows up and his horn on the car doesn't work. So he goes beep, bop, boop, and he helps drive some kids home. And it was so funny. His delivery on that is not how a car horn sounds, first of all, Xavier. And then it's just showing that, Riri is kind of growing a little bit, her character is developing. She's willing to ask for help. She's willing to reach out and say, "Hey, these are my friends, and they'll back me up if I need them." And that was like a big kind of theme, her just isolating herself throughout this story and not asking for help and getting burnt out. And it was nice to see. It was heartwarming and it was silly, and that's why I picked it. So good choices, everyone.
I love the response of those kids too when she's flying them back home, and the one girl was like, I'm not scared, you're scared." I love it. Really, oh, we have a response from Ethan as well, who chose this panel here.
Oh my gosh.
Which is so beautiful, such a good choice. And he says it reminds him of a beautiful summer's day or relaxing montage on a TV show. So true. I love it. I love
the one, Ethan.
Good one. Wow. I'm impressed. Like, I didn't even think about that, but the color schematics are really warm and like kind of hypnotic. Wow, that's a good pick.
And it's hard to show people listening to music and the feeling that evokes. And I feel like that does it really well, because that's something that requires sound, requires movement. And when you have a static panel, be a little bit more difficult. And I think this does a really good job of it.
Yeah, the artist conveys it really well. And that's, really the beginning of them starting to bond and her starting to let someone in, because he's so solely focused on protecting people, getting better and doing better. And so she neglects her whole social life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good point. Wow. Oh, we're so smart. Yeah. Good job, really everyone. Good job, readers. Oh, comic books. Oh, they're the best, aren't they?
Yes, they
are. What
a
great discussion. Well, if anyone has any more deep thoughts or commentary on Ironheart, let us know in the chat.